So hello everybody, welcome to the video today. I'm back with my daughter Isla and I'm going to be doing a video I've wanted to do for a good while now, which is my top 100 movies. Now I've been stuck on how to do this because 100 movies to go through is a lot of movies, and I was like, do I do it in a couple parts and talk about each one? Yeah, I was going to do it in a couple parts, talk about each one. Yeah, but then I thought, you know what, no. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how to do it. I didn't know whether to talk about each one, do a couple parts for the videos. But then I was like, no, let's just do it all in one. Let's just go fly through them. The ones I like, and also, the lesser known ones, I'm probably talk about it very briefly, a couple lines. But, let's be honest, Jaws, Star Wars, I don't need to talk about those. Everyone knows what that is. So without further ado, here are my top 100 movies. They're going to be in order from oldest to most recent. Let's go. So we got Casablanca, Detour from 1945, Brief Encounters, It's a Wonderful Life, One Wonderful Sunday, the first of many Kurosawas on this list, Late Spring, love Late Spring, Rashomon, Ikiru, Roman Holiday, Seven Samurai, again, love Seven Samurai, Rear Window, my personal favourite Hitchcock movie by far, love that movie. That's the top 10, so is Seven Samurai. Bad Day at Black Rock, I've only seen this once, I'm so excited to watch this again. Anatomy of a Murder. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1956 version. Love that. Again, that's the top 20. The Incredible Shrinking Man, 12 Angry Men, definite top 10. Love that. That's like genuinely, I can't explain how much I love that one. Psycho, The Magnificent Seven, again, easy. Harakiri, High and Low. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, obviously. In the Heat of the Night, very similar to Bad Day at Black Rock, both very similar kind of movies. Well, actually, they're both very different, but the general plot is that someone turns up at a town and kind of, has to solve a mystery. But love both of those. The Godfather, obviously. Solaris, which I think is way better than 2001 Space Odyssey, just saying. Jaws, obviously. A New Hope, Star Wars. Alien, Empire Strikes Back. The Thing, probably the best horror out there. King of Comedy, very excited to watch that one again. Probably my top 3 Scorsese movies, that's King of Comedy. Christmas Story, very recent fan of that one. The Karate Kid, that's a top 10, that's a top 20. Terminator, love Terminator. Back to the Future, that's a top 5, honestly, top Back to the Future. Come and See, a lot of people say, I've seen 120 Days of Solo, which is in the same movie. Everyone says that's like the worst movie to watch, most difficult movie. Come and See, I think, is the most difficult movie to watch. That's a real tough one. Grave of the Fireflies, which is also, I think, one of the saddest movies I've ever seen. And I think that's the best Studio Ghibli movie by a country mile. Dead Poets Society, A Few Good Men, Forrest Gump, Before Sunrise. Spoiler alert, I love all the Before trilogy. But Before Sunrise is extra special. By the way, Isla's favourite is Bluey. She's watching it right now. Aren't you, Isla? You watching Bluey? Bluey! Apologies. So yeah, we have Seven. I love Seven. It's probably by far the best David Fincher movie. Probably the best like crime mystery kind of serial killer movie. Seven is great. Every time I watch Seven, I forget how good it is. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this is brilliant. Good Will Hunting. That's a top 5 for me. Life is Beautiful. Probably one of the best war movies I've seen. The Truman Show. Best Jim Carrey movie. American History X. That's a top 20. Every time I watch that movie, again, like Seven, I'm like, this is good. And then you kind of take time away from it, and you're like, yeah, it was decent. And then you watch it again, and you're like, no, this is one of the best. This is a masterpiece. Well, I'd say all of these are masterpieces, but Afterlife, not the Ricky Gervais one. Afterlife is great. I'm going to talk a little bit about that one, because that one I don't feel like as many people know. The real cinephiles will know it, because they've probably gone through the big list and stuff. But for me, Afterlife is amazing. It's about they kind of recreate memories of the how do you say it? When someone dies, they get to recreate one of their memories, and it's very like basic in the way that it's done, but that's why it's kind of so intriguing and so nice. There's more to it, but Afterlife is really good. I need to watch that one again, actually. I've just realised I didn't say Jurassic Park. That's definitely on this list for sure. Like Jurassic Park is a top 10, maybe even top 5. It's not actually showing up though, but Jurassic Park is 100% in my list. But obviously I've said it out of order now, which is really bugging me because they're all in order. Now Jurassic Park is late, but yeah, Jurassic Park, that's a top 10, if not top 5. Next we have Green Mile. I mean, come on, Green Mile is amazing. Remember the Titans? That's the top 5 by far. Actually, maybe not. Maybe top 10. You know, so I'm probably honestly going to give like 25 movies a top 10 here. In the Mood for Love, great movie. Devil's Backbone, I need to watch that again, but that's probably my best Del Toro movie. They're better than Pan's Labyrinth, I think. I really love Devil's Backbone. Catch Me If You Can. Memories of Murder. I watched that last year for the first time. And Memories of Murder, I was blown away by. It's maybe like I does Parasite, and like, I love all his movies, but Memories of Murder. I said earlier about Seven being the best serial killer movie. This could be better than it, I think. Yeah, you agree? Yeah. Shrek 2, obviously best sequel of all time. The Prestige, Pursuit of Happiness, There Will Be Blood, Sin Nombre, which everyone talks about City of God and all that. I think this is just as good as City of God. Sin Nombre is a little hidden gem, I think. Check that one out. We have Shutter Island, which is the best Scorsese movie for me. I love Shutter Island. I think it's also one of the best DiCaprio performances. Speaking of Leonardo, though, we have The Inception, which is, I mean, I've watched it a long time ago. And I kind of was like, yeah, it was decent. I mean, I watched it again last year, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. It's like very complex, and it kind of takes a while to get, you know, used to it, but it's brilliant. We have this Illusionist as well, which is a nice little animated one. I don't remember there's any dialogue in it, but it's about this magician, and yeah, it's really sweet. I watched that one twice, like back to back in 2 days, because I just love this so much. Social Network, nothing needs to be said. Chico and Rita, man, I love Chico and Rita. That's probably a top 20, and like, I couldn't begin to tell you how much I love that movie. We need to talk about Kevin. Goes without saying. The Untouchables, very nice true story. The Hunt. Now, The Hunt is a very interesting story. And all I'm going to say is it's very tough to watch. But the acting and the directing and the filmmaking of it, brilliant. We have Django Unchained. We have Before Midnight. I didn't put Before Sunset in because I feel like I love that movie. It's a 4 stars. But it's not quite as good as the other two. But Before Midnight is... Like, Before Sunrise is like the fairy tale what you expect love to be like. And then Before Midnight is like the realistic 20 years into marriage. I mean, hopefully not, but you know what I mean. It's like, we have About Time. Locke, I watched that recently again, rewatched it. It's crazy how that movie doesn't get bored, considering it's just in a car. It's very well done, very, very clever. Whiplash, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Nightcrawler, Ex Machina, Creed, The Hateful Eight, Perfect Strangers. Perfect Strangers is cool. It's about these group of friends who agree to read out any text messages that they get. And it just goes from there, but it's surprising how well it gets tense at some points. We have The Nice Guys. We have Train to Busan. We have The Handmaiden. Very good movie. Train to Busan, by the way, as well, actually, is probably one of my better horror movies. It's definitely up there. I mean, obviously, it's in my list, but Train to Busan is very good. La La Land, probably the best musical I've seen, if not second best. Arrival, probably one of my favorite sci-fi alien movies, I would say. Hacksaw Ridge is my go-to favorite movie. Hacksaw Ridge, like, I could not begin to tell you how much I love Hacksaw Ridge. I've read the book about it. I've seen the movie multiple times. It's one of the only movies, actually, if not the only movie, that after I finished it, I rewatched it like instantly. I'm talking like, I grabbed the little thing, the little scroller, and I put it all the way back to the start and just watched it again. I love Hacksaw Ridge. Like, I could do a whole video just talking about Hacksaw Ridge. I love it. It's great. It's a true story, and it's just brilliant. We got Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Paddleton, big soft spot for Paddleton. I think it's a dark story, but it's very good. But I have a lot of movies from 2019, by the way. We got Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Parasite, obviously. Marriage Story, watched that recently again, and absolutely loved that. Sound of Metal, you know, brilliant. Claws, my favorite Christmas movie of all time, on Netflix. Yeah. Vast of Night, watched that again recently, loved that. It's about like an alien visit, but it's done very, very well. It's a very independent feel to it, which is why I liked it so much. 1917, probably one of the best war movies besides Hacksaw Ridge, and come and see. Yeah, so a lot of 2019 movies. We also got Palm Springs from 2020. I've seen Groundhog Day. I've seen a lot of these, Edge of Tomorrow, Reverse the Day kind of thing. Palm Springs, I think, is actually the best one to do it. I love Palm Springs. It shouldn't be as good as it is, but it's just kind of flawless. It's just amazing, and it's actually funny. The father, very sad story, but it's done so geniusly. Where they kind of switch actors and stuff, and it's just following this guy who's got, is it Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's? It might be Alzheimer's. But he's got bad memory and he's kind of struggling and stuff. And it follows Anthony Hopkins doing all this stuff. I thought it was brilliant. I love that one. On the count of three, very funny. I need to see that one again. I've only watched it once, but it was hilarious. I kind of watched it and I was like, this is good. I like this. Like, it's got okay ratings, I think. But I was watching it and I was like, this is amazing. It's very funny. And after I was like, can I rate it that high? I guess I can. In the Heights, one of my favorite musicals. Banshees of Inisherin. Brilliant. I love that one. After Sun, that's the top 5 by far. After Sun is amazing. I love After Sun. Again, similar to Hacksaw Ridge, I could just talk about After Sun all day. Genuinely, I could talk about it for so long. I love it completely. We got Hustle, Adam Sandler movie, which I think is actually one of my favorite sport movies. You hear Adam Sandler and you go, oh, okay. And you roll your eyes a little bit. But I genuinely loved it. I genuinely thought it was good. And it's not like just a stupid comedy. It's done in a way, it's one of those movies where it finishes and you're like, is that a true story? And it's not. But it's so well done that you can't believe it. I enjoyed it. And then finally, we have 2 left. Both from 2023. We have Past Lives. The first from last year is Past Lives, which it's a bit similar to In the Mood for Love. It's about just missed opportunities, I guess you could say, with love. Missed opportunities, not right timings. Very, very brilliant. It's on Netflix actually in the UK. And then we have The Iron Claw, which, as someone who has a couple brothers, and I also used to be a big fan of wrestling, Iron Claw, like I cried at Iron Claw a couple of times. I've seen it twice already. Yeah, that's my list. That's my top 100. It actually went a lot quicker. I thought it was going to be at least a 25-30 minute video, but I'm very impressed. I really did fly through them. I would love to do a big hour-long video talking about each one. There's some that, I was like, top 100, top 20 or whatever. And there's some I kind of breeze through them. Make no mistake, every movie in this list I absolutely love. I couldn't overstate it. It's absolutely wonderful. I love every single movie, although Hacksaw Ridge is the best one. No, but for real though, thank you for watching. I've been James. This has been my top 100 movies. It's probably going to take a long time for me to edit this, especially when I put a little thing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, she has. Thank you for watching. I've been James. I'll see you next time. Bye.